Now we got Michael Warren, who says, you know, the guy to watch, depending on which debate you want to focus on, is Ohio Governor John Kasich, who, you know, is among the latest to announce and has gained the most. I think you're right about that, Michael. I mean, he's in a key position. Just announces he saved the embarrassment of not being able to participate in a debate in his own state. And he could be the one to watch. What are you watching?
Well, you're right. So far, he's hit all of his marks. You know, he got into the race at just about the right amount of time to get that boost and sort of get in at the end of the time period into this first debate. You know, I spent a little time with him yesterday in New Hampshire, and he's got a really unique campaign style. He's a little acerbic. He likes to sort of play, you know, joke around with people a little bit, and I think he's sort of got somewhat of a mix of kind of the Jeb Bush compassion and Chris Christie tell it like it is mentality that could play really well if more people get a chance to look at him. He's going to get that chance tomorrow night.
You know, the one thing that comes through in these debates is, you know, the zinger or the one-liner. I don't know how easy that'll be to do with 10 people up there. But he scores high points for these various polls that show who's your first, second choice, who's most likable. I don't know, almost like the who would you rather have a beer with, but that kind of stuff. On that count, he seems to be less edgy or controversial than a lot of his counterparts. And that could change because there are conservatives in the party who say that they don't like his Medicaid expansion, they don't like his trust in government for some things. But for now, he's there for the debate, and that's a big hurdle, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, look, he's basically undefined in this race so far. You mentioned conservatives, people who are really tuned in, who don't like the Medicaid expansion and some of the other steps he's taken as governor of Ohio. But he's got a real chance, a real opportunity to define himself for Republican primary voters tomorrow night when they know probably the least about him of any of the people up there on stage. Again, I think it's a real opportunity for him, but he could very well turn people off. You know, this is something, that style of his where he can be a little combative, could appeal to some people, could appeal to not a lot of people, too.
Michael, thank you. We'll be watching very closely. We told you a little earlier, by the way.